I'm Shfiq Qureshi. As you all familiar, I was talking about speaking, and in the previous video, I talked about the role of appropriacy or the relevant language in speaking or writing. When you speak, definitely fluency plays a significant role, a tremendous role in the process of speaking, as you feel that in speaking you are not the only person who is speaking. They are interlocutors also who sit in front of you, and they could be of any numbers. So they are listening to you. So unless you make the things quite clear to them, quite communicable to them, so your message may not be put across or may not be properly communicated. In speaking, the main prerequisite is to make your message quite clear, absolutely clear to the listener. In IELTS or in PTE test, you see that you are being checked by the listener. In IELTS test, a person or examiner is physically sit in front of you, is present in front of you. In PTE test, because this is artificial intelligence test, so your listeners are being fed in the computer and they are actively listening to you. And if you don't make any word properly clear to them, so you will get the red word, which means the message is not properly communicated to your listener. So in fluency, you have to make everything clear. So how possibly you can make the things clear? Number one thing, your sound should be rather high. Rather high means it should be comparatively high, a bit high, because you see that you are not the only person who is present there. There are the listeners. So you have to speak according to them. So that's why you have to speak a bit louder, rather loud, not very loud. I don't use the word very loud, I say rather loud. And then the speed with which you speak, wherever you speak. I don't only confine myself to PTE test or the IELTS test, wherever you speak. For example, you are delivering or you are giving a presentation to a certain number of audience who sit in a hall in front of you. So your speed should be quite normal speed, not very fast and not very slow. It should be rather fast. Rather fast means it should be a normal speed so that each word may be communicable to the listener. And then the third thing, which is very important, is that you can't take a longer pause as long as you are speaking. If maximum pause which you can take in the course of your speaking, that is 3 seconds, not more than that, because then it looks awkward. But wherever it is, you feel that there is an emergency, you encounter an emergency, so you can go to the extent of giving the pause for 3 seconds, but not more than that. And then you can't utter any sound. Like, for example, the utterance of like, this is extremely negative. And repetition of the words also constitute that you are not properly confident. So this thing is properly checked, or this thing is properly checked, and consequently, you will get your marks deducted. So you have to take care for these things. So, and when, for instance, when you are speaking, so if you are reading something, so you give regular pauses, but that pause should not be longer than 1 second, because after all we are speaking in the form of the sentences. We have to make somebody realize, the listeners realize, that I have completed one sentence, or I have completed part of the sentence, or part of the sentence means where we put the comma or the semicolon, and then we speak next part of the sentence or another sentence, so we have to give minor pause there in order to make the person understand. And then the next very next word which we speak after comma, semicolon, or full stop, so very next word that we speak, we give intonation to that word, we intone that word, and this would enhance your level of communication at maximum level. Thousands and thousand times you will increase or enhance the level of your communication. So this is very important thing. These are very important things. And the same thing I would discuss in another heading which I am going to undertake after this one, and that is pertaining to related to pronunciation.